Do it again, Jake. Jake, come out here and show them what you got here. Dude, exactly. Nailed it. I'm Rich.
I'm Frank.
And it's People, Pints, and Possibilities.
Yeah.
All right, welcome to People, Pints, Possibilities podcast. We're in Paso Robles since we like the P sound so much. PPP.
And we don't
People,
know how to be mobile yet.
We're working on that. Yeah, we haven't moved anywhere. I'm the Vibe Titan.
Dabbler.
And you're listening once again to our podcast. So like, subscribe, comment, get involved, get us in the algo.
Yeah, send us a message.
Dude, we got a exciting guest today. If you're out there, he's even got a nickname. What's the nickname, bud?
JP.
Dude, we got John Montgomery here. He's JP.
John Paul.
It's stuck.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
John
yeah.
Paul.
John
JP.
Paul.
John Paul. All right. This guy is a Templeton native from Templeton Tech, I heard. We're going to hear about that. All right. The double T's.
Yeah. Templeton Tech. Kindergarten through 12th grade.
I love it. He also, if you're listening, he worked at Ash State Hospital a little bit. He also dabbled in some CrossFit.
True. It all started at McPhee's Grill, though.
McPhee's. Oh, I missed McPhee's, right?
You missed the most important.
What launched it, right?
Yeah. Launched everything.
And then he became an entrepreneur. He started two businesses. If you're out there, this guy took a risk twice, started two businesses from the ground up. And we're going to talk about that a little bit today. And also has two beautiful girls and a beautiful wife.
Yeah.
So what'd you say? Two versions of your wife?
I got my wife, and then I have a 11-year-old version of her, and I have a 8-year-old version of her as well. So I'm reliving her childhood, in a sense.
Frank, can you relate to that at all or no?
You're getting your ass kicked every day is what it is.
Yeah, pretty much.
100%, yeah.
Frank has three more versions of his wife.
Do you have 3 girls?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
So, yeah.
Go ahead, ask him a question, dude. He was right there. You wanted to ask him?
I have no answer.
I feel like you guys
are amazing.
I feel like I just started a therapy session right here.
I always wanted just 2 kids. So like my wife was like, "Hey, we had 2 girls and beautiful girls, and she's like, "You want to have another baby?" And I'm like, "No, I just wanted 2." She's like, "Are you sure?"
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm sure.
We were 2 too. And then I don't know.
And then there were 3.
Then there were 3.
Yeah. Which is amazing.
Shout out.
Oh, it was great.
Yeah,
it was great.
But I just want 2.
Yeah.
So I'm good.
Nice.
I'm with 2 girls.
All right.
That's a lot.
These guys are going through it right now. I feel bad for you boys. Like we got to pump you up.
No, it's good.
It's
the bags under the eyes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to get into that. We're getting into the family stuff. We'll get into the business stuff. But first, let's learn about John Montgomery. You have a charter fishing boat. You do commercial and charter, right?
So currently, I own Central Coast Fishing Charters with a business partner, Rich, and different Rich.
Yeah.
Rich Pusateri.
All right.
And we're out of Morro Bay, California. We have a 4-pack and a 6-pack boat, private charters.
Beautiful boats.
And you drink 4-packs and 6-packs on there too?
I don't.
You
Negative.
don't.
I don't.
Not the captain.
Sometimes customers bring some beer.
They dabble.
Yeah, they dabble.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, it ain't fishing if you don't have beer.
Exactly.
All right, we're going to get to the story of how you got there, what made you take a risk, and even change careers in the middle. But before that, we got to hear about what started you. What gave you that entrepreneurial spirit?
I think being born in the Santa Cruz Mountains, Loma Mar, California, that's where it all started.
You know that place, Frankie?
I do. I do. We looked actually at a house there.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I was born, in a house, old barn.
Yeah, that's a lot of those up there.
Yeah.
Kind of in the redwoods. Beautiful.
Yep,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Very cool.
My dad grew up in Cambria, California, and we moved to Cambria when I was like 2, lived there for a year and a half, and then a little Morro Bay action, and then my dad bought a house in Templeton when I was like almost 4. So
that's where you started. Okay.
That's where I started.
And the Templeton upbringing began right there.
Yep. And it was community from the get-go. I mean, 2 stop signs and, football games. Everyone was there. Basketball, softball, baseball. It was all about community. It was
Don't
awesome.
they still have 2 stop signs?
Well, now I think it's 2 stoplights.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Complete
stop
upgrade.
signs, yeah.
Hey, never be satisfied, Templeton. Never satisfied.
Oh, it was the place to grow up, though, for sure.
Yeah, tell us.
Absolutely amazing.
What's your most fond memory of just growing up, being young?
I mean, it was true. We had to be back, when the lights kicked on, the street lights. So, I mean, during the summer, you scrounge up some change in Dad's drawer and head down to the Templeton pool and swim, and then go to the market and get a soda and a candy and
Wendy peppercorn.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Oh,
it was just a
dude.
different time.
Yeah.
It was, you'd stop by the Feeding Grain, and Tom German would hook you up with the orange soda and a little candy. And
Really?
on hot days, you'd be riding your bike by. And I mean, it was amazing.
Just crazy.
The community was amazing.
What did you think? So obviously a catastrophe of it burning down, that hit everybody hard.
Oh,
who grew
absolutely.
up there, huh?
Yeah.
That was the icon.
Yep. I was on my way back from Rio Grande, and one of my buddies texted me, and he was like, the Feeding Grain's on fire. And I'm like, no way. I was like, it's done. And they said, no, they're going to save it. I'm like, nah.
He sent it to me, and I thought it was AI.
Right?
Yeah.
Some of
He
those
likes to
pictures
do that
were
stuff.
freaking wild.
I do.
It's a bummer.
It was not AI. That's
No.
a problem with the Crying Wolf. When you send your buddy a bunch of fake shit, when you send them something real, they don't believe it. That's
Right.
a problem. Damn it.
Horrific incident.
Yeah, it was, and that was a testament to community, because a lot of that stuff later was donated to take it all down. And I don't know the exact story, but I heard there was insurance issues. Not with them, but just the insurance is going to pay for everything. And
Right.
now you take it down, and so a bunch of people they donated a ton of their time and resources and materials. So that community feel stayed there. Kept going.
Yeah, definitely.
And they'll probably rebuild the thing. Who knows? They're not going
I
to stop now.
don't know. We'll see.
Something. Yeah. Who knows?
I mean, who knows what's going to be, but it's not going to be a Feeding Grain like it was before, where they're mixing their own recipes and bagging and doing all that stuff.
Yeah.
But,
What shaped you? So growing up, Templeton Tech.
so Templeton Tech.
What made you who you are? Yeah.
I think my dad definitely made me who I am. He was a captain for Cal Fire CDF back then, and so very organized and almost military style.
Like it?
running a tight ship, and it was always about leadership. Leading by example, following through with what you say you're going to do, and
Strong handshake.
showing up.
Dude, while we're hitting the people part, that is a big part of it. Everybody wants to be a leader. What do you think? What's the most important thing that a leader can do?
Holding yourself accountable, just like I said, showing up for your team.
Dude,
It's my tummy. I apologize.
Frank's, he didn't eat the ceviche that you brought earlier.
I didn't have enough. It was delicious, by the way.
All right, so your dad helped shape you
Absolutely.
growing up.
So he
and-
definitely set the foundation for, hard work ethic and being a leader.
Do you
And
have
then-
brothers and sisters?
I do. I have an older sister, Heather, younger sister, Kasia, and a younger brother, Shay.
Oh, so you guys were kind of the
There's four
group
of
when
us.
Dad
Yeah,
put you in line. You guys kind of
Oh, yeah.
rallied together.
definitely.
Yeah,
Very cool.
Definitely.
dude, he was the cadre.
Yeah.
And my dad worked for the state, and there was a podcast where you guys were giving a hard time to was it the Paso City manager guy?
Yeah,
Dude, that was
yeah.
a great podcast, by the
Yeah,
way.
that was.
Great
Oh, it
podcast.
was Ryan. He's in charge of the money, straight cash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But my dad, seriously, like, if there was ever a state employee that, like, the state made out well with, it was him. I mean, like, he played by the rules, followed every rule, like, to a T. Like, I can remember playing sports, and he had to work a couple weekends. He was working at Station 31, which is on Ramada Drive. And all the other captains would drive the truck over and watch their kid play. And he's like, I can't do that.
Breaking the rules.
I'm like, they all do that. He's like, I know, but I don't do that. I'm like, all right.
And that's why you're successful.
And you're like, it's so freaking cool.
Yeah, exactly. He wouldn't do it. Nah,
Damn
he
it.
wouldn't do that.
Oh,
But he was the hiring coordinator for the county. He put all the fire trucks together, ordered them. So he did a lot of other stuff besides just being a Cal Fire captain.
but he taught
Cal
you.
Fire captain sounds cool.
Yeah.
What was the biggest thing you think he taught you?
I mean, just leadership in general. I mean, just being honest, doing the right thing when no one's looking,
Yep, that's important.
Yeah.
And you said showing up.
Showing up,
Yeah,
following
okay.
through with what you say you're going to do. If you say you're going to be there at 8, you better be there at 8. And you better be ready to go.
That's a
Love
lost
it.
skill.
Yeah.
Love it.
That's
I try
skill
to
is
get my
demand.
kids, like my kids are playing soccer, and it's like, I try to get them the night before, hey, get all your soccer stuff ready to go so that it's just you're like all you gotta do is just grab your stuff and go. And it's like, no, it's not gonna happen.
Hold on.
I'd rather wait till 10 minutes before I need to leave and then just freaking, I can't find my shin guard. I can't find my. It's like, didn't I tell you last night? Like maybe you.
And you're just pacing with anxiety, like, God damn.
They just like a little pressure.
If you're not 10 minutes early to your game, you're already late.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's life.
Right?
So,
Yeah, exactly.
So you also had a football coach, or who was it? A football coach?
So in middle school, Gary McTaggart. I mean, if you went to Templeton in the 90s, I graduated in 1999. But if you went to Templeton in the 90s, Gary McTaggart was there. He was our PE coach for middle school. Amazing guy. He was also the JV football coach.
If you're out there and you know Gary, send him a message and give him some love, right? He's getting it from here, and then drop a comment on what type of guy he was, because we love leadership.
Exactly. Amazing. So I remember in 6th grade, he said that we were playing, I want to say it was elimination basketball. And if you beat Coach McTaggart, you got a soda pop, Pepsi or Coke.
Dude, kids were cheap back then.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was winning a lot against Coach McTaggart, and they started saying, oh, you're getting lucky. And one day he goes, luck is when preparation meets opportunity. And that stuck with me. It still sticks with me to this day. I get called lucky a lot, but it's like I put myself in a position where I'm prepared, and something lucky happens, and they're like, yo, John, you have your captain license? Yeah, I do. Hop in, So
it's that idea of make your own luck, right?
Exactly. You're making your own, for sure. You're making your own luck.
Well, it's hard work.
Yeah.
That's what it is. We get to hear all the time. You're so lucky to have a brewery. No.
Yeah.
Not luck at all.
Yeah, no, we were crazy lucky when we had to hammer all the nails in there and screw it
You
right.
guys didn't see that part.
Right?
Borrow money from everybody and get denied by 30-something banks, and
luck is,
yeah.
And you're still here.
Yeah. And that's the truth, right? It's that piece of like everything is external, right? If I blame it on luck, then I have no control over it.
Exactly.
But if preparation, as he said, luck is when opportunity is there, and then that preparation has been there, and sometimes the preparation is, screw it, I know myself well enough that I can overcome this, I'm going for it. Like that's all the preparation you have.
Right.
Shit, that's us, right? We didn't know how to make beer. And did you know how to fish? Where you
had
to charter fish?
So my dad grew up in Cambria, and uncles grew up in Cambria, fishing out of Leffingwell on little aluminum boats. And when I was 9 years old, my dad had an aluminum boat and started taking me. And I mean, obviously, I'm addicted to fishing. That's why I opened a charter.
Yeah.
But just being on the ocean, the sunrise, the smells, the birds making noise, seals. It's just,
You got salt in your veins.
I love it. Yeah. The sunrise.
Sure.
I'm a sunrise guy.
Yeah, me too.
Sun goes down, I'm asleep.
Yeah. If I can make it.
Yeah, right. If I can make it
If
to
I
it.
can make it.
And it goes down late at Frank's house. He's in Cambria. He's in Cayucas.
Yeah.
Excuse me. He's in
My
Cayucas.
dad's in Cayucas as well.
The sun
right
doesn't
on.
go down till like 9:45 in the summer or something. Is it 9 o'clock? It's like late.
I'm asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Go.
I get up too early, and I've always gotten up early.
Yeah.
Even as a kid, my parents would be like, "Why are you getting up right now?" Because I'm awake.
You're like,
Let's go.
This day isn't going to attack.
But it is
itself.
nice now with kids. I get up and no one's awake in the
You have
house.
a little
and I
alone
can-
time.
Exactly.
Cup of coffee, whatever you need. And then all hell breaks loose.
Exactly. And then it's anything you had planned is out the door.
Gone. Yep.
Yeah.
So Coach Taggart taught you that.
Coach McTaggart. Yeah.
McTaggart, yeah.
Coach McTaggart. Like I said, he was a really good mentor, a really good coach, even in football.
And that stuck with you as you were going. You just
I love the guy.
It wouldn't leave leave your mind.
Yep. He definitely played a big role in who I am in a sense.
Do you think you were just born with drive and determination, or?
I think I personally think people are born with drive. But that being said, that doesn't mean that, like, for instance, no one's going to outwork me fishing, on the charter. It's just, you can grind as hard as me, but you're not going to outgrind me, and that I don't know. Is that something you're born with? I don't know.
Is that, when you talk about that, is that like a bunch of little things? Is it major things that you do? What do you think it is?
Well, I mean, it's, discipline. I think discipline plays a huge role. And then, like I said, I don't know. I mean, are you born with grit? I'm I don't know.
Yeah, or it's
I know
beaten
I
into
have
you.
it. I have it. You know,
or it's beaten into you.
It's a
yeah,
little
or it's
bit.
beaten into you.
Do you
I
think a
could see that.
lazy person can become motivated?
Yeah, I mean, they should be able to.
Yeah,
I would think. I mean, because I mean, we all get lazy at some point, right?
I agree with that. People can change behavior instantly. Like you see drug addicts say, enough is enough. Or a person who's been down on their luck says, forget this. I'm, luck again. But a person who hasn't been where they want, people change the trajectory of their life all the time. But that motivation has to be there, that internal desire. That's the hard part.
Yeah, I think it is the hard part.
And usually they do it through tragedy, right? Something major happens that forces them to adjust their lifestyle, the way they do things, their commitments, priorities. But I always try to do it in joy. Like, why can't we do it when we're in good times? Right?
Yeah.
I'd rather find ways to push myself when I'm doing all right. What do
Because
they
you're
say?
comfortable.
Yeah, the best time to look for a job is when you already have a job, right? Like, not when you lost it. So,
Speaking
heck
of,
yeah. McPhee's.
Yeah, so I'm in high school
Frankie
now.
didn't want to hear me. He's like, this guy could go on for 30 minutes if you let him go.
Sophomore year.
McPhee's,
ending
dude,
my
talk to us
sophomore
about
year, yeah.
McPhee's.
reel him in.
I'm on the golf team. First year, Templeton had a golf team, and Xander Lindemeyer, who was a senior, I was a sophomore. He had a Pontiac Firebird, and so he was driving us to the golf course.
Slow
me and
ride.
his little brother Theo, and also on the way home, we'd stop.
How'd
at
you get the golf
AM/PM.
clubs in it?
We go to AM/PM and get those little 39-cent cheeseburgers back in the day. Thank you, Xander, for buying those for all of us.
Dude.
He was balling.
Dog.
He was working at McPhee's Grill as a busser, so he was making really good money. So he was buying us cheeseburgers.
And that was the top place, right?
Yeah, McPhee's Grill in
It still
Templeton was
is,
like
right?
number one
it's
restaurant in the county. It was
second
in
to
Sunset Magazine back in the day, and so anyhow, he tells me he's like, "Hey, there's a busser position open. You should go apply." I just turned 16, and I went down there like a day later, and it had already been filled. And I didn't realize at the time, but I asked Ian. He was the guy at the front desk at the time. I asked him for an application and said, "Do you have any other openings?" And he goes, "I have a dishwasher position opening." And he was like kind of hesitant to give me the application. And I'm like standing there. I'm like, I'll take the application. And he's like, "You want to apply for the dishwasher job?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "All right." I was like, "I'm going to take it home and fill it out." He's like, "You can just fill it out here." And I'm like, "Fill it out." And he's like, "When do you want to start?" And I can't remember what day it was, but I was like, "Friday." And he's like, "I'll see you Friday night." I show up.
Oh, you started on a Friday night?
Oh, dude.
Just throw him to the
This
wolves.
is, yeah, it was during, it was a winemaker dinner. So it was like a 7-course dinner. That was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
the whole restaurant was packed. I mean, it was like,
Miss ya.
every table
And
had,
you were solo?
well, yeah, that's where I'm going with this.
Oh,
so
my
there
bad,
was supposed
sorry.
to be 2 dishwashers. I did not know this at the time, but the other dishwasher didn't show up that night, and there were supposed to be 2 of us. I got my ass kicked.
Dude, even the
Kicked.
plates had plates.
Dude, it was wild. It was wild. At least it was like, it was wild. Let's put it that way. But at the end of the night, I sat at the bar and had this ribeye steak, because you could have whatever you want when you worked in the kitchen. I had this ribeye steak, and I was like, "Oh my gosh,
What is this?
This
16
steak
eating a ribeye. Good
it's
for you.
freaking amazing."
Did they tip the kitchen staff at all?
No, they didn't tip. No, there's no
Ribeye.
tip. But yeah, you got
Fair enough.
a free meal.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Just like a lion in a zoo.
And I remember Ian coming up, and he goes, "Well, I see you tomorrow?" Like, kind of hesitant. And I'm like, I look at him, I'm like, in my head, I'm like, why is he asking me if I'm going to be here tomorrow? Like, I'm like, "Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow." He's like, "All right." And then I found out the next day, when I had another dishwasher, that I was supposed to have 2.
It would have killed a lesser man.
Yeah.
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 Too
But
dumb
you know
to
what's
know.
crazy? Minimum wage was $4.25.
$4.25. I worked for that too.
You know how much
Yeah.
I was getting paid as a dishwasher there?
How much?
$8 an hour to start. $8 an hour.
Balling.
Dude,
You were
I
buying
was
39-cent burgers left and right.
Some of my
after
friends
that.
were
You
talking
could go
crap,
to 2
dude.
movies in a week.
One of my friends was working just got a job at Taco Bell, and he was getting paid minimum wage. Like, "You're going to be a dishwasher?" And I'm like, $8 an hour to be a dishwasher?
Yes.
Plus I can move up. There's like,
there's advancement.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
There's like
starting at the
levels.
very bottom. Yeah, I'm starting at the very
Dude,
bottom, but like,
there's levels to
Yeah.
this stuff.
so long story short, senior year, I'm making $18 an hour cooking on the line. And this is back when Ian was doing $1.5 million in catering. So we were like, going to Tobin James Winery, Jerry Lore, Gary Eberly. Like I'm hanging out with Ian doing catering.
The
like,
who's who.
Yeah, meeting all these
That's
people.
awesome. The OGs.
Yeah, exactly. It was a wild time. It was a lot of fun.
Mount
A lot of fun.
Rushmore of Paso and Templeton right
Yep.
there. Oh yeah.
Meeting
And
the
what did you
who's who
learn?
and-
What did you learn from that great place? What did you
Man,
take
there's
from there?
one thing that Ian instilled in me is like, do not let family work for you.
Smart.
No, I'll tell you what though, Ian was amazing. So if you worked full time back then, he had a 401k plan, and he would match dollar for dollar up to $100 every month.
This is back
So
when?
I take this. This is back in '95.
Wow.
1995.
That is
As a
awesome.
dishwasher at 16 years old, I come home with this paperwork, and my dad's like, "You better at least invest $100 into your 401, your Roth IRA every month." He goes, because you're already making your money. Like
Yeah.
Ian's matching it, and you could tell. I mean, obviously, Ian was a great leader and treated his employees well, because some of them that were working back then are still working for him. Like people people have been retiring recently that have worked for him for 30 years. So it's like, Ian does it right. Not only is the food consistent and delicious, I mean, he treats them. Yeah, you can tell he treats his employees well. He's a good person to work for.
Well, and that is a
And
testament,
he gives
like
back
you said,
to the community. My bad. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No,
you,
no,
but
you're fine. Shoot, that's a
another
you
thing.
got
testament.
to.
I mean, Ian definitely taught me giving back to the community is huge. So
I'm laughing at Frank because he said you have to interrupt. Yeah, this guy's
You have to.
This guy's taking shots
I
at
hear
me
you.
today. I like
hey,
it.
I'm on Frank's team over
It's-
here.
That's okay. I can handle myself. Just if you
Yeah,
guys,
he will too. Don't
Jake,
worry.
If we can turn off their mics, I'll take it from here. All right,
Dang
let's
it.
talk about going from there, and then somehow you're going to be an entrepreneur and take a shot, but you have some stuff in between there. So you work that job. You talked a little bit about the state hospital. That's kind of a staple around here.
Yeah, I worked there for a couple of years, and then it was time for me to go.
Time to go. That
Time
was
to
it.
go. I don't
Dude,
know.
What did
I
you
don't know.
learn working for the state of California?
Holy shit! What a joke.
Wow.
Well, let me give you an example. Frank will dig this one right here. I know
Hit
Frank
it.
will dig this one. So they have their budget every year, and the departments have to spend the money, or the next year they don't get it, right?
Oh, they sweep
So hey,
it. They
how about
sweep
this?
your budget.
Yeah, let's do this. Let's put a sidewalk on the outside of the back of the hospital that's outside the perimeter where patients can't walk that we don't need.
No,
But we got to spend the $250,000 in order to get it for next year.
no.
So
I
I
know.
What the fuck are we
Hold
putting
on,
a sidewalk?
you- You're actually nailing this. Remember this, Frank?
oh my
yeah.
god!
Because in anyone who works in the state for anything, you are given a budget. If you don't spend it, they sweep it, and then the next year they lower your budget to whatever it
you didn't-
was.
yep. It's
You're
stupid.
disincentivized
Yep.
to save
just
money.
wasting money, just
Dude,
freaking wasting.
But they
money.
didn't waste it because the people in there could get their little fast walk on
Yeah, reams of paper and
on their break. You could use that path
oh yeah,
to get your fast walk on your break.
Oh yeah.
yeah, Skechers and a donut. Let's go for a walk.
So you learn.
So I went. I left McPhee's Grill after 6 years, and I wanted retirement.
Why did you leave?
And
Yeah, why'd you
just
leave?
The retirement was better, obviously, with the state and the health benefits, and I was going to use it as a stepping stone. I always wanted to be a police officer, specifically on a motorcycle.
Nice.
And
Boom, boom,
yeah,
boom, boom.
like Chips, dude. That was
Yeah.
all about that show.
John.
I'm glad I didn't go down that route.
John
100%.
nailed it.
So yeah, I left to go to the state hospital, and like I said, it was
You realized-
I was chasing money, and
Miserable.
yes,
Dude,
absolutely.
horrible.
So I lasted like 3 years, and they spit me out, and it was the best thing that ever happened.
Success to you was
Yeah.
not a high paycheck.
Yeah, no, it isn't anymore. I definitely don't chase the money. So I left with a blown out shoulder, and I have a titanium humeral head now. So I had 2 reconstructive surgeries, and that goes into the next little phase. I'm going to Stanford and UCLA and all these places because I had chronic pain, and all they wanted to do was prescribe narcotics.
Dude,
It was like.
Sounds
the
like
drug
VA.
machine.
Yeah, it was like,
Yeah,
oh, just
right.
take
Check these.
Oxycontin, just take this. And I'm like, nah. And then I started seeing this Dr. Kelly Starrett in San Francisco.
I read the book. You turned me onto it. Yep.
Yeah. I started seeing him in like ESPN magazine and He was pretty big in CrossFit since he owned a CrossFit gym as well.
The Supple Leopard.
Yeah, Supple
And
Leopard.
that's when CrossFit was just kind of starting to really grow, like take hold, right?
Yep, 2009.
Yep.
It was early. And so I'm like, I'm going to call this guy and see if he can look at my shoulder and help me with the pain thing, just because of the articles I was reading and seeing about him. And I call, and his wife's like, yeah, he's not taking any new people, doesn't have any points available. And I'm like, all right. So that was like on a Monday. Call the next Monday.
Rejection. Hold on. You got rejected.
Yeah, I got rejected.
You got rejected, and what'd you do?
I was like, well, now I got to call every freaking Monday.
Dude, we ain't stopping.
Yeah.
We're not stopping.
So
will not break me.
Every Monday I would call, and it was Juliet Starrett, his wife. She was running the show there. And I want to say, I don't know how many months it was. It might have been like 3 or 4 months of every Monday calling. She calls me back, and she's...
Leave me alone.
Yeah, later in the week, she's like, hey, I had a cancellation for next week at 10 o'clock. Do you want it? And I'm like, I'm there.
So you're saying sign there's
me
a
up.
chance.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Foot
So
in
I
door.
head up to San Francisco, and
You know what you didn't say? I love to interrupt these. You know what you didn't say? Oh man, I'm really busy. Is there another Monday that you could get me there?
oh no,
right? If
no.
anything was going on that
I
Monday,
would
it
have
was
canceled.
canceled.
Yep,
Right?
exactly.
Yep.
I would have canceled.
There's
everything.
preparation again,
Yep.
right?
Yep. So head up there, and I have an hour appointment with him, and he's like, here's the plan. This is what you're going to do, and it's going to get better. And I literally had tears in my eyes, because the chronic pain, like the depression that comes with it, and it just wears you down, and it sucks. And when you're going to places that are like world experts, universities with medical, and they're like, yeah, there's nothing we can do for you. And it's like, I'm 24 years old, 25 years old. I'm like, that's not going to work.
What he didn't say is there's a magic pill, because there is no magic pill, right?
No, they had tons of pills they wanted to give me, but yeah, I was passing on the pills.
And it wasn't a shortcut. It was proper movement. I took you even inspired me. I took the Mobility 101 course because of you, but because of your interactions with him and going up there and doing all those things, you decided you're crazy enough to go in business for yourself.
Yeah. And so the funny thing is, in that appointment, he goes, so I'm looking around the room, and there's the pitchers from the Giants are there. The tight end for the Eagles is there at the time. There's a bunch of who's who in the sports world.
You're nobody.
At this gym. I'm nobody. Yeah. And they're hanging out with
just John.
They're hanging out with Kelly Starrett. And so after this appointment, he goes, if you ever want to come hang out, he's like, you're more than welcome to come hang out whenever you want. Here's my number if you have any questions, blah, blah, blah. And I'm looking at it, and I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I'll see you next week.
Yeah.
On Monday.
Yeah.
I'll be here. And he's like, okay. I show up next week. And then I show up the next week on Monday.
You thought the
and
phone
I show
calls
up the
were
next week.
bad.
Yeah, exactly. So literally for 4 years, I showed up pretty much every week.
You drove from
Paso. I'd get up at 1 a.m. in the morning, and I'd beat the traffic and get up there like 4:30 in the morning. And he was in the Presidio, so the view with the Golden Gate in the background.
Gorgeous.
I'd literally, it was a good spot to be in San Francisco
And for years you did this.
for years.
What drove you to do that? What just?
Oh man,
what motivated
I was
you?
learning so much about human movement, working with people with injuries, and I've always been, I think again, my dad being a captain with Cal Fire, I've always had I like helping people, I like teaching people. So the whole injury thing, as I'm going up there, my shoulder's getting better. The stuff he's having me do, my pain's less and less, my range of motion's increasing, and I'm like, this is fucking crazy.
It's working.
Yeah, exactly. It's working.
That's awesome.
And CrossFit's getting bigger,
Yeah.
and I got my CrossFit level 1 certificate thing that makes you coach or whatever, and I got a job teaching a couple of classes at Inferno, which was a CrossFit gym in Paso or Templeton at the time. And then one day I'm doing an internship with Kelly, and he turns to me and he goes, "You're going to open a CrossFit gym." And I look at him and I'm like,
Your mentor.
I'm like, and I made him. And that's the other thing. Like we talk about mentors, right?
Yeah.
You got to make people be your mentor sometimes.
Dude, that's what I told Jake.
You do. You have
Jake,
to make
you hear
them-
me? Jake,
Yeah.
are you listening right now?
Kelly didn't want to be.
He's
Kelly
got
didn't
the
wa-
headphones on and
got his
everything.
Dre beats on.
Kelly didn't want to mentor me. Come on, like he's busy doing crazy stuff.
You
working
have
with
to-
crazy people, and I'm some broken,
Yeah.
average.
Well, you're
John.
known until you prove
Yes.
that you're.
Yes.
I
But he
hate to
saw
say
me
until you're worthy of it. Like I
Yes.
did it. with
I'm showing up
people.
every week.
Frank
he knows
did
I'm
it.
getting up at 1 a.m. He
I
knows.
sent- Yep. I sent Frank up to meet Craig, my best buddy. But if Frank doesn't get his ass up
Yep.
and take notes
Yep.
and kick ass and do a good job, Craig is never gonna give his knowledge to Frank.
Exactly.
Like it's never gonna happen.
No, you have to show
And
that
people
person.
miss that.
Yep.
Why do you
No,
want to
totally.
invest in me?
You gotta be worthy of the investment because if not, these people who are the best at what they do, they'd be wasting their time left and right every single day.
There were so many doors that were open for me going up to San Francisco and hanging out. I mean, it was amazing.
You just
the
go out for the day
met.
and turn around and burn home?
I mean, yeah, I'd leave at 1 a.m. and I would get
Right.
home at like 11 p.m. at night. I'd leave there. It didn't even make sense to leave until like after 7:30 just because traffic was so gnarly
for
between
sure.
San Francisco
For
and
sure.
San Jose.
Shithole.
Yeah, I mean, I'd just be at the gym and then sometimes, people would invite me to go to coffee, like, professional athletes would be like, hey,
Yeah.
let's go downtown, grab a cup of coffee and come back. So it's like I'm hanging out with all sorts of people, Olympic athletes, football,
badass.
baseball, basketball.
So you decide to take the leap.
So he tells me, hey, we're in this meeting, I'm hanging out, and all the staff around, he's like, turns to me, he goes, you're opening a gym? And I'm like, hold on a second. I step out of the room and I call my wife, April, and I'm like, hey, we're opening a gym. And she's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, we're opening a CrossFit gym. And she's like, are you kidding me right now? And I'm like,
So
no,
that was,
I'm
it was
serious.
more of a statement and not a question?
Yeah, it was a statement. I mean,
Wow,
she-
good for you.
My wife, she's always been supportive, which is really nice. So it's like, I mean, sometimes I say crazy shit and I do crazy shit, and she knows I'm going to do crazy shit, whether.
But you'll get it done. You'll
Yes.
follow it through.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, mine was more like, hey, Chris, what do you think about a brewery?
Yep. And
Same thing.
wait.
Yeah, go
But
for
she
it.
knew Rich, right? Or no?
A little
Not
bit,
a little
really, but not.
bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Because
But
it's the same thing. She knew my
Actually,
drive.
I will give my boy credit here because his wife came on and she said, "No, I knew Frank, and when he says he's going to do something,
Yeah.
he fucking
do
does it."
remember that.
Yep,
Yeah.
and that's what she said.
It's a
And I don't know if
sickness.
there's a better thing that your wife can say about you.
No.
Then he's going to do it,
Yeah.
and that's the bottom line because Frank Pinion said so.
Well, just
And-
don't ask her today.
got home. I got home from
Dude,
San
there's a
Francisco.
fly
Right,
on
that
us,
fly.
dude.
It's attacking. It's a tack fly.
Harvest.
So you decide where'd you get the money? Do you know what you're doing? You're going to open a gym. Have you ever even owned a business before?
Never owned a business before. April and I had some money saved up. We were thinking about buying a second house, and that went out the door.
Yeah.
that second house went
Yep.
out the door.
Delayed gratification
Yep.
right there.
Yep. And,
So you suck the equity?
yeah.
Dude, we're going to have to kill this fly.
We need one of those little salt
It
guns.
was on me earlier. Dude,
So I just-
I know.
If
I
it
need,
lands on my forehead, just slap me
I need
upside the head, dude.
chopsticks.
Get me.
And give me one.
We don't have enough time in the day or the week or the month.
Oh, all right. I'm allowed.
So we start doing all the planning for
the
the CrossFit gym.
Let's go.
Start all the planning for it.
How long did the planning take?
I'd say a good 6 months.
People out
Man,
there
I've-
starting a business.
Yeah.
Do you
I've
recommend
never owned
it?
a business? Yes and no. I mean, yes. If can you swim or are you going to drown? If you're that person that is just going to jump in and you're going to give up, don't waste your time.
Yeah, right.
Because what is owning a business?
It's work. It's showing up for yourself when no one else is there. It's
Showing up
Right.
for everyone else when
Yeah.
no one else is there.
very true, especially if you're doing beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a grind.
Yeah.
It's not a turn and burn.
No.
Well, some people it is,
But I mean, yes. So overall, yes, I'd recommend opening your own business.
Okay.
I mean, even if you fail, you're going to learn a lot about yourself, and you're going to learn just a lot in general. you
So
know?
what went it? Not to cut you, what went into the planning on the like opening a gym? Because you have the knowledge up here and you wanted to share it.
So as far as like, I mean, I had the coaching stuff down just from
Right.
doing the internship up
But like,
there.
did you know? I'm sure. Did you create like an LLC or
Yes.
who was your
Yes.
mentor on the steps to do that, or was it kind of a Google thing? Or
It was both Kelly and Google
okay,
looking stuff up.
who is Kelly?
Dr. Starrett. up in San Francisco.
Doc,
Mentor.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, I
So
I
he
made
helped
him-
you open the gym, not just you're going to open a gym.
Not necessarily. I mean, he helped me with the. Said if I need anything, let him know. The only thing
Okay.
I got was advice. His wife's
Awesome.
also an attorney, so
Awesome.
you know.
That helps.
So
Use your
anytime
resources,
I
though.
needed advice, I could just be like, hey, I could call them, I could show up there,
Yeah.
and ask questions and figure out what I.
Wow. So you impacted them pretty well.
Oh yeah.
That's amazing.
So how do we get from? Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
How do we get from a gym then? Are you fishing at this time and you love it from a gym to a charter? What's going on then? Are you still have a love of fishing? How does that in the
All right,
fold?
so we'll back up just a little bit.
Go.
The real reason why I opened up the CrossFit gym, I mean, I do like helping people, but I also figured out a different way to reclaim range of motion, which I've talked to Rich a little about.
Yeah.
And this is where I lose a lot of people. And I mean, I'm going to say it, and this
Dude,
is what
get
it
it.
is. Our range of motion is electromagnetic. That's why stretching does not work.
Stretching. Hold on.
I don't do any of it,
Stretching
so-
doesn't work.
If stretching worked, people would stretch every day, and you would reclaim more and more range of motion, and it doesn't happen.
How do you reclaim the range of motion?
How do you reclaim it? Well, it's a lot of it is your nervous system dictates what your range of motion is. And I mean,
As in my brain?
is it?
Your
Yeah, I
whole
mean,
body.
and I'm
whole
going to give you an
body.
example.
Yep.
Because people will argue, and what you eat doesn't make me shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm not here to convince people that our range of motion is electromagnetic. But when I'm done, you'll understand. And I'm still like, I probably have 5 years of work to do.
I know you're in the lab, dude. You're
But
like the mad
I've been
scientist.
grinding hard. Like there's a lot of stuff I miss out on. I don't, hang out with a lot of friends. I put in at least 40 hours a week on just this range of motion thing on top of the fishing charter.
And that's behind the scenes.
That's behind the scenes.
So just to fill everyone in who's out there, you had the gym, and we'll bounce around any of them.
So again,
but
the
you
real
had the
reason
gym,
was-
and you ended up
Yep.
selling it, and then you started your charter company, which we're going to get to. And in the background, you still have this love for range of motion.
I've always been obsessed with human performance, and your range of motion dictates that human performance.
That's
thing.
your passion.
Yeah. So like my gym was called CrossFit Ergo. It's the study of human movement. So that's what I was doing. That was the bigger picture.
That's when you started
was
teaching
that.
people about what you called shitty movement. What is
Yes.
that?
Shitty movement. I mean, we all move shitty. We're designed to squat. We're designed to move a specific way, not hang off of our spine. So like if I dropped a pin or my wallet, would I squat down to pick it up, or would I round my back, and
Lift a
grab it?
leg.
Yeah,
Lift
and do
a
this
leg,
weird thing,
lean
or
down.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, again, long story short, the gym, I never was like, oh, I want to own a CrossFit gym. It was more of,
It was the next.
this was my belief. And then Kelly was like, you're crazy, but run with it.
Yeah. And it was the next step, right? As I believe this and champion it in your life. Like people always say, they try to find this perfect path, and there is no path. If this is in front of you and you're excited by it and you're inspired by it, and it's what you want to put your energy into it, then the only thing you have to dedicate yourself to is trying as hard as you can. And that's where people fail. They have this fear of like not succeeding that slows them down. Whereas if you just try as hard as you can and it doesn't work out, you're still going to be happy with yourself. But that was the exciting thing. And then the other side is if you change professions or you change speed, you didn't waste your time. You learned all these great things and picked
Absolutely.
up all these new items and met these
Absolutely.
new people in
The
that.
life experience.
Yeah, hell
is
yeah, you
huge.
gained experience.
Yep.
And so that is a just a message that everybody has to get is at that time that was the thing that you were passionate about
Yes.
and you went for it.
Yes. And when people say I'm crazy about the whole electromagnetic thing, range of motion being electromagnetic, it's dictated by your nervous system. It's like when a doctor puts you under anesthesia, they're turning off your nervous system, and they can literally put your hand behind your back, stuff that you might not be able to do because you're missing range of motion. They can manipulate. So it's like,
Hold on.
This is like
So when
Frankenstein
they
shit.
put me out, whoa,
yeah,
we just
they
got
could-
into a
they
good
prob-
area.
They could put your,
So
your,
when I
your
go
feet
in-
behind your head for your.
So when I go in to have a molar removed,
Yes.
Yeah.
you're saying my tight rigidity, my body that can't really move that well, they could just take it and move it all
If you're,
around. Once you
But
turn
when you
me
go in
off.
for surgery and they put you under anesthesia, yes, when they turn your nervous system off, they can manipulate your body for sure.
So
So you have full range of motion, stuff that you would not be able to do right now because your nervous system is regulating your movement because you have lost range of motion.
And I've said to myself, all I have to do is tell myself you have full range of motion, motherfucker.
That's
go.
all you gotta do.
I'm gonna do it right now. Let's test it
Backflip.
out.
Do a
Right?
backflip.
No, don't do it.
Yeah.
With a beer in the hand.
Yes.
With a beer in the hand.
in your mouth.
Splits though.
No.
My
no.
mind's telling me no.
Your mind's weak.
Right. Hey, don't get hurt. Hey, don't be getting hurt.
Oh, okay.
I got to see your name up on the board at the gym.
Oh,
I always
just
check.
tested
I'm
out
cheering
the
you on. You
splits.
know I check because I'm cheering you on. I'm like, okay, Rich made
Dude,
it 3 days this
accountability
week.
partner. Accountability
I
partner.
made it 3 days this week as well.
All right, so I cannot do the splits, so
Correct.
we'll have to work on that. All right, but I know you're passionate because you're grinding that
Yeah.
thing out, and you're gonna have to come back when you get 5 years later when you get that
What is
dialed
the
in.
goal 5 years later? Like
Well,
books
so-
or studies?
Probably a little
journals. Okay.
Yeah, a little journal.
Okay.
I've talked to people about this, and I get shut down because I never went to school. So like, oh, MIT, like, where'd you go to school at for this? And it's like, I didn't.
Templeton Tech.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, Templeton, like, what's that?
UC Templeton Tech. Why?
But yeah, there's stuff down the road.
So you're still working on that, and
Well, you're a planner, and you seem to crush everything else. So I know.
I mean,
you
I have
got a
like
plan for
5
this.
years of like straight work. So
You're
I have
consuming-
kids. I have kids that play soccer. I have the business. I
Well,
mean,
you had a gym, so that's
Yeah.
that's all your lab rats to study, right?
Yeah.
That's
so I got
freaking
rid of the
smart.
gym.
Love it.
And opened once I had everything figured out, and opened up the fishing charter. You know,
Yep.
and then I've been fishing since I was 9 with my dad, ocean fishing, and like I said, I love it. I'm addicted to it.
Closing the gym to the charter. What was your time span?
Probably like a year. It took a lot longer. I saw a boat for sale in San Diego. I called my wife. I remember I was in Cambria doing some work, and I said, I'm gonna go look at a boat tomorrow. And she's like, for what? And I was like, to buy. What do you think?
Dang.
And she's like, what are you gonna do with the boat? And I'm like, I'm gonna open a fishing charter. She's like, a fishing charter? And I'm like, yeah, out of Morro Bay. I'm like, all anyone offers is rockfish. We got halibut, white sea bass, salmon, bluefin tuna. I mean, it's our fisheries. We have a really good fishery. And I mean, come on, fish every day the ocean lets me.
And once again, you didn't know anything about commercial fishing.
No, I never worked on a boat. I never was a pinhead like Chris. It was awesome hearing him that last episode, hearing more about him. I used to work out with him at the lab, Bradford's gym back in the day, but I never really got to find out more about Chris. You know, I knew some about him, and the mushrooms and all that good stuff, but it was cool to hear about him in Huntington Beach, doing the 7-mile bike ride. I didn't have that, but I did walk uphill in snow to Templeton Tech. That would have been second grade. That would have been second grade when it snowed.
Oh yeah. So now we're getting to the pints section. Obviously we learned how you went through this journey. The pints, your craft now is you've got this fishing boat, and we make beer, Frank. And we've produced a place where people can come together and have a great time and throw parties. Your craft is you take people out and you get to go fishing every day.
Yeah, I mean, not every day. I'm open every day to fish, but the ocean definitely has other plans sometimes.
Nature is the
it's like
first
Mama
big
Nature.
swells and wind. I mean,
Yep.
you see Estero Bay
Oh,
better than
yeah.
I do.
We got
You got
king tides right now.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It means a lot of water movement.
It means
lot of
big
water.
waves.
Yeah.
huh?
Is that good fishing or bad fishing?
I would say it's bad.
bad. Yeah, just so much.
Yeah, when
water,
the
right?
tides are ripping like that, the fish are hunkering down. Like, all the bait fish that would be moving around, if they try to move around, they're going to get swept away. Yeah. So
Makes sense.
all the rockfish are laid down, the halibut, sea bass are sitting in the mud, salmon are sitting in the mud on the bottom.
They're just
Everything's hunkering down.
because of the storm.
Yep.
Once
'Cause
it
of
calms down,
the current, the current's ripping. So yeah, there's
Surfers
better.
love it.
Fishing is based off of the moon phase. The solar lunar moon phase.
yeah.
The moon was massive last night.
Yeah.
So that brings
That's crappy tides or big tides and shitty fishing. I try not to fish on full moons unless it's at night, like for white sea bass.
No reason to waste fuel.
So yeah, exactly.
All right, so you get this your first boat. How much was it? What's a fishing boat
A
cost?
lot.
It was
Too much. I don't want to say it.
all right.
It's
not more than a
pilot-
brewery.
Yeah,
It's
no,
a
it's definitely not more than a
beautiful
brewery.
boat.
Hold on,
Yeah.
you didn't have to
Pilot
build out
house.
a building. You didn't have tenant improvements. You
No.
didn't have any of that stuff.
And
right?
not that I'm a fan of the podcast here at
Get
Cal
after
Coast
it.
that you guys have, and hearing the story. I mean, I had no idea that you guys. So we both started our businesses about the same time, 2020, right?
Yeah.
2019,
Yep.
2020. So I mean, I knew Rich and Frank were opening up a brewery, but I was grinding, over in Morro Bay. So it was fishing 24/7, and I didn't come over here, for at least probably 2 years.
Yeah.
It was probably like a 2-year before I
Yep.
stopped
Sounds
by
like
and
a
said
startup.
hi. Yeah, and so hearing on a podcast, and again, obviously, like, you had the attorney stuff and the tax stuff or whatever
Oh, yeah.
happened,
Oh,
and I'm
yeah.
like, fuck,
Yeah. Dude.
like. Dude,
Also,
that's so wild.
Accountants, all sorts of
So
stuff.
it's like there's always gonna, there's always gonna be obstacles in life, and especially if you're opening up a business.
Yeah.
There's stuff that you don't foresee. I mean, 6 months in, my business partner and I, Rich, are sued for $1.5 million from another charter in Morro Bay,
wow.
and we're just like, are you fucking kidding me right now?
What was the suit, if you don't mind me asking?
He sued us for 5 things. A judge threw out 3, and I don't remember the technical terms. It's been a while. I'm trying to forget about it.
Yeah.
But long story short, unfair business practices. There was all sorts of crazy stuff. It was
They
all
just
it
didn't
was
want
all
you there.
bullshit. They didn't. Yes.
Didn't want
So,
competition.
Yeah, the
They're
big thing is they didn't
protecting
want to
their
say it.
real
That's
estate.
exactly what
The
it was.
haters, the wolves,
Dude,
dude.
when-
Like Chris said, the
Oh,
wolves.
dude. Yeah, Chris.
Dude.
Yeah. So when he talked about like fishermen not being very friendly to begin with, yeah. I mean, I knew I was walking into the lion's den when I first opened, and I kid you not, first day I'm there, Sal Rocha, who runs the Starfire, amazing guy. He's my age, great captain, really good fisherman, comes up and just introduces himself, and like I was like, wow, there's at least one guy here that's not an asshole,
Yeah.
And it turns out there was a lot more than that. There's only a couple of guys that are assholes.
Yeah,
but,
they're old
but they're
salty
loud.
dogs,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
And
They're
you
loud.
can't let those people, haters gonna hate, man.
Oh,
You
haters
know,
are gonna
like,
hate, and you got to give props to the haters, because in my world, and I'm sure you're like this too. It's like that's just more motivation for me. Like
Yeah,
you're
absolutely.
throwing a little gasoline on a fire that's already raging.
Say I can't.
It's like
Say I can't.
yeah,
Say
exactly.
I can't.
You're gonna what? You're gonna open up a fishing charter. So did you work on a boat, John? No. What do you know about fishing charters? I don't know anything about fishing charters. Who do you know that owns a fishing charter? I don't know anyone. I'm gonna do it though. Watch me. You're not gonna last. Watch me.
Watch
you
me.
know? We're
Watch
the
me.
number one fishing charter on the Central Coast, from Santa Barbara to Monterey. That
Wow.
zone right there. We're the number one fishing charter.
Nice,
So,
dude.
and that doesn't mean
What-
we're the best fishermen. But there's no one that does what we do.
And I love you had we talked about it before. You have a purpose statement.
Yeah, so our purpose statement right at the gate, my business partner Rich was like, "Don't chase reports, make reports," and that's our motto. That's what we've lived by the last 5 years.
That's
being
fucking
opening
great.
is
Explain that a little bit for the people.
so like as a fisherman, there's always those rumors. Oh, so and so is getting white sea bass right now. Blah blah blah. So by the time you get your stuff together, you plan your day, you get up there, the white sea bass bite is dead. That's called chasing reports. So Rich and I are out there and we're making reports. We're going and finding the white sea bass or the halibut or the salmon or, whatever we're doing.
You're making reports.
We're making reports. Yep. We don't worry about what other people are doing. We worry about what we're doing.
I love
We
that
stay
because
focused.
it drives my behavior, right? So if I'm somebody that you hire, then I'm not going to go do what everyone else is doing. I'm going to actually try to find a new innovative way. I'm going to try to research it, and I'm going to be proactive, though, because that teaches people, like, I have to be proactive. Otherwise, chasing reports is being reactive, right?
Yeah.
And so it tells me how to behave even in everyday life.
And the only thing you really need to be a fisherman for real is a good, you know,
Oh yeah.
Frank.
Well,
Here,
you got
You worked on a salmon boat, right?
I have
heard
no
you-
clue
salmon
what
boat.
just happened.
Yeah.
Did you guys just build bunk beds?
Yeah. I mean, so like here it is. I mean, you got Mike James here.
Mike James.
Great fisherman. If I roll up, he's anchored up at the islands or something, and I roll up and there's Mike James, I'm going to give him a little, when I roll by, or when I get there and I hook up a fish, like right when I roll up, I might give a little, just to let people know I just put one on the deck.
What does that say? What?
Or we're gonna shoot your buoy ball out.
Yeah. If you don't have a good you can't be a charter captain. You can't even be a fisherman. You got to have a good you.
Dude, you gotta explain it. That is it a sign of like jubilation?
Yeah, I mean it's
like a celebration.
Celebration. It's like saying what up to the homies. It's like announcing you're there. It could be. It's a little bit of everything.
So if I
but
roll
you have
by,
to have it. If you don't have that, you're not gonna catch fish.
No, let's stay with it. So if I'm driving my boat, I just got a boat. The SS.
Minimum.
Vibe Titan.
Ooh, the Vibe Titan.
The SS Vibe Titan. And I go like this. Hey, what's up, boys?
Nope. Yeah, we might be like, this guy's from the valley. Like, where did this guy just came from?
But if I
Fresno or
Coast Guard, keep an eye on this boat.
Then we're going to be like, there's Rich right there. He's on one. I love it. Let's go. We might say, let's go.
Let's go. LFG. Let's fucking go right now.
Yep. But again, back
so
to
what
Morro
do you
Bay. Small community.
Yeah.
It was pretty wild starting out.
And you have a skill. So your skill is going to find fish, taking people out, having a great time. Like that's your craft. What is it that you do that makes you better than the next guy? Or what do you focus on?
So I mean, what makes us
what
different?
Differentiates
Look,
you?
there's a lot of great fishermen and a lot of great charter captains, in Morro Bay and the whole coast of California. But what separates us out of Morro Bay is we fish for rockfish and everything else. Most of the charters just do rockfish. So we do that. Our style of fishing, we like to fish shallow water for rockfish. But the experience, I mean, we're really selling an experience. In order to get your boat booked, you have to catch fish, but really to get people to come back, you can't be an asshole. You got to treat them right.
Most are assholes.
There's a lot, I get it a lot. Like, oh my gosh, we booked this boat in Southern California. The guy was an asshole. And it's like,
dicks.
It's wild. Like, I want people to come back. And most of our people come back.
That's
why I know we're doing it right.
John, let's be real. You have if you can merge a Cadillac and a Lamborghini together, that's what you're stepping onto when you go fish the Central Coast with this guy.
Dang, Rick.
Yeah,
we got to get this guy out.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking
his boats are beautiful.
He says he gets seasick. What I'm thinking is
I rode in a plane.
Salmon season.
Fine.
I rode in a plane once and threw up in Tony Gaspar's plane.
You don't troll for salmon on a plane, so you're good to go.
Oh God, one of those little ones. All right, so hold on, go back. What's your boat's name?
So my 4-pack is called Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider.
Didn't have a name for it, and I was thinking about
That's
name.
a negative Ghost Rider.
Yeah,
patterns are full.
Right. And I just got back from San Diego. I had the boat for less than 24 hours. I hit up Rich. It was like a Friday night, and I said, "Hey, let's go out for white sea bass tonight. It's a full moon." So we launched out of Port Slow at like 4 p.m., spent the night down at the Coke plant, and in the middle of the night, Rich hooks up like a 50-pound white sea bass.
Holy shit.
And I jump up, contacts are all jacked up, can't see very well. I grab the gaff, and I freaking gaff it like in the belly, and it falls off the gaff and takes off. And I'm like, no fucking way. Line didn't break. And that's partly because Rich is a freaking phenomenal fisherman. And, he didn't really want me to gaff it the second time. He's like, you fucking.
Go back
I can
to
see
bed.
I can see the look in his eyes, like, you fucking asshole. You better not lose this fish. And I'm like, I got it, Rich, I got it. And so I did the redemption gaff and gaffed it. And then that fish hit the deck, and I'm like, it's Ghost Rider. So both name was Ghost Rider.
The name appeared to you.
Yeah, it was like the boat named itself.
The Ghost Rider.
It's a fishy boat. It's a lot of fun.
How many guys work on it?
Are you right there by Harbor Hut?
So I am just south of Harbor Hut. I'm right in front of the Great American Fish Company.
Yep.
Right there.
Yeah.
So
Frank goes around and looks at all the boats that
I do.
Yeah.
he's ready to
love them.
Yeah.
They're gorgeous.
yeah.
Dude, Frankie, you
There's
were on
some
the
questionable boats in there.
salmon boat. You had a little salmon experience back in your day.
I
Yeah,
did.
tell me about
it
that.
was
Was that on
not
Morro
like
Bay?
that. No, that was Naknek, Alaska.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Knack paddywhack, give a dog a
That was
bone.
that was commercial. That was commercial.
Knack,
fishing.
Alaska.
Yeah. That's why the we didn't really do that as commercial fishermen.
Yeah.
We shot buoy balls. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, it was a little more wild back then, I imagine.
Well, up there,
Even
yeah.
if-
The West was not one up there.
Oh yeah.
So, but yeah, no, we would put, God, I don't even remember the amount, but Time Bandit was our tender. So we'd fish all day, pull up, scuppers in. We'd load so much.
And did you
on
like
that.
salmon?
I actually love salmon.
Oh man, salmon is my favorite.
Me too. And that's all we ate the whole time because we didn't want to basically pay for food. We were cheap.
Well, you couldn't
That was
eat
more
anything
in our
better. That's
pocket.
gold. Salmon is absolute gold.
Dude,
100%.
if it works for the
gold.
grizzly bears, it works for everybody. Right?
I'm hoping the fishing. We had a 6-day season this last year. They give us 6 days, and the last 2 years before that have been closed. So I'm hoping. The rumor is we're going to have a full season this next year, and there are so many fish during the 6-day period. And we're still catching fish right now out of Morro Bay ball bouncing, which is crazy.
What is
There's
ball
still
bouncing?
salmon around. It's just a style of trolling for halibut.
How does that work?
You have like a 2 or 3 pound ball on a 3-way swivel, and then off one of the 3 ways, there's a leader with a dodger and a hoochie or whatever if you're running.
Dude,
And then as you're
Hold on.
holding,
We got hoochies.
Hold on, you have 3 ways and hoochies out
Yeah,
there?
ways
No
and
wonder
hoochies.
you guys want to.
and as you fish, you actually have to bounce your balls on the deck rail.
Yeah.
It's a vibration.
Bounce them in the mud.
My mind is blown right now.
It's
No
crazy
wonder you
out
boys
there.
wanna get
We
out
have
there every chance you get.
There's merman, you know?
I love it. Well, how do you? So when you came into it, you didn't know anything about it. We love people, their craft, their skills. How did you learn how to fish? Like, what process did you go through? You don't have to be specific, but you had
As
this thing you
somebody
wanted
with
to
a
do.
charter.
Yeah, you wanted to
my
own
dad,
this business.
My dad taught me how to do the whole rock fishing thing and salmon and abalone diving. We were big in that growing up. We go up to Shelter Cove every year, and it'd be abalone at sunrise.
Have you been back to Shelter Cove?
It's been a while since I've been there.
They opened a brewery there.
Did they?
Oh,
what?
really?
In Shelter
In
Cove?
Shelter. It's tiny.
No way.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I don't know if it's still there, but yeah.
I can't.
Frank's
there's not
dream.
very many people there,
Yeah, exactly.
like ever.
Frank's
unless
gonna own
unless they're in the woods
salty
there's
growing weed.
The property's taken off up there.
I bet.
People are building.
I bet.
Oh,
I bet. But I loved it up there. You know, the abalone and,
Yep.
and salmon every year. And so yeah. So
you're
I had
just
I had a
honing
good
the craft.
Yeah.
You're
So I didn't really do halibut or any other species. But what I did was I would book a rockfish trip during the pandemic. You know, it was a weird time, but
Yeah.
that's when we opened. I'd book a rockfish trip, take them up to Cambria, my stomping grounds, and we would do really well. And I'd be like, hey, you guys want to stay out a little longer and we'll go for halibut. And I would throw in the halibut. So the gas was paid for by the charter, and I'd be up there. So then I would just start practicing.
working
You know?
on it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And of course the clients loved it too. You know, they paid for a rockfish trip and they're going home with 5 halibut,
Yeah.
you know. And our halibut
awesome.
fishery is really good. So they're usually pretty big halibut. We get a lot.
What's a good size up here?
I mean, anything over 40 inches is, you know, the 40-pound class. We get a lot of fish that are between probably 25 and 40 pounds. And then you know, the farther north you go, the smaller they get. Just because it's the pressure, you know,
Right.
there's a lot of fishing pressure up north and south.
What do you mean pressure?
So there's a lot of boats, a lot more people. Yeah.
Ah, there you
A
go.
lot more charter boats.
It's wedged in up there.
And yeah, and a lot more people fishing it.
Yeah.
It's fished out. We call it fished out.
What's the biggest
Fish out.
halibut you've thrown on yours?
49 and a half pounds, almost 50. I haven't broken into the 50-pound class yet.
How long did it take to get that in?
They don't take that long.
But
I mean,
you're not reeling it. Right?
No,
Yeah,
well, not all the
your
time. I mean,
clients
there's
are.
times. Yeah, I mean, I've gotten my personal biggest is 48, but the biggest one that's hit the deck is like 49 and a half. So I mean,
you're right
it doesn't
there.
take too long. I mean, we're usually not in that deep of water, and
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Dude,
Love it.
so describe, because for a guy who hasn't been out on one, we go out, and then we come back in. What happens to the fish from there?
So I clean all the fish for you guys and put them in plastic bags, and hopefully you brought your ice chest, like the email said, with some ice, and you go throw your fish back on ice. But again, back to what separates us too is, just the hospitality, the service we provide. We dispatch the fish correctly, we bleed it out, and we get it on ice, and that makes a huge difference too in the fish quality.
Well, he brought some ceviche that was off the hook. That was yesterday. You caught that yesterday?
Yeah, so that fish was caught yesterday and made some ceviche. My youngest girl, Evalie, turns 8 today. And
what?
She wanted ceviche. She's going to be here too for lunch. Dude.
Nice.
She was like, I'm going to Cal Coast for lunch.
Yeah, we're gonna buy you lunch.
We get them
There you go. Heck yeah, no, we're pumped. Well, happy
bathroom
birthday.
on your boat?
What's that?
Bathrooms on your boat?
I don't have a bathroom on my boat.
So bucket ball?
Yeah, so it's either piss off the side. I have tinted windows in a enclosed cabin, so
even better.
If someone's wife comes, they just go inside and piss in a bucket.
Yeah,
and I've had the military ladies come out. They're like, I'll just
squat
off the side, and I'm like, I'm gonna go sit down in the cabin while you do that.
Mm-hmm.
So you have 2 boats? You have 4-pack, 6-pack.
Originally,
Did you start with both?
We just started with the one boat, and that's the boat I own, the Ghost Rider, which is a Defiance Pilot House 220. Rich and his buddy Zach started working on a boat about 3.5 years ago, and they just finished it, and that's a 31-foot.
Oh, that's a big boat.
Sport Fisher, I believe, is what it's called, and he's doing a 6-pack. So I just run 4 on mine. No deckhand. I have a screen on the rear deck that I can control the direction of the motor and with the autopilot. And
is it
so
red?
I don't need a deck.
Red?
No, mine's a all white boat.
You don't need a dickhead. I don't need a dickhead or a deckhand.
Yeah, exactly. And that's one of the reasons why I like the 4-pack is, I don't have to have a deckhand.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah. I don't want employees anymore. Not to like knock
Dude.
employees or anything, but it's just more simple. It's way more simple when it's just me.
You want to manage. That's when the people say they progress and say they want to manage properties, not people, right?
This is my retirement. I'm living the dream right now.
So let me tell you what that is.
Trying to live the dream.
Since I always speak for Frank, that is Frank with his little mini brewery.
Oh yeah,
and he just makes beer in Cayucas there, and then serves it for like 1 hour, and then goes home.
I'll actually be your deckhand and serve beer for your 4-pack, and if you can just pay me a small amount, and I can retire.
This is a dream. Oh, hell
I need a bigger boat though. I need a way bigger boat.
Yeah,
like a 40-footer to do like a private 6-pack with bunks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then run down to the Channel Islands and stuff like that. But speaking of biggest fish,
yes,
my biggest bluefin's 266.
Holy shit!
Damn.
On the 4-pack?
That wasn't actually on the 4-pack, a 4-pack trip. That was actually in Southern California. I was hanging out and running John Hayashi's boat, Hayashi Farms.
Oh yeah. I met him on a plane.
Nice. Was it his?
Sure did. No, okay. He was on a plane.
Dude,
this is the
another
craziest story. That's funny. Someone asked me who I knew. You just said that name. I'm going to call him. We got to get him on the podcast.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
I thought he was lying. This guy said to me, I don't normally fly a commercial because I usually take my plane.
Yeah.
John, you weren't lying.
So
I didn't believe you.
So John's another one, John Hayashi. I made him my mentor.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. No, I get to hang out with John and his family, and I get to do a lot of things. I get invited a lot of places, and it's pretty amazing.
Nice.
You would never know. I mean, he's just a down to earth.
Every man. He's a normal guy.
Normal guy, and it's
John. You're coming on the podcast, dude. I believe you now. I believe you.
So he just bought a new boat, but before that, I would hop on his boat and run it down in Southern California, and we were down there tuna fishing, flying the kite with frozen flying fish, and I mean, we destroyed 3 tuna within probably like 45 minutes, and we've never left biting fish, but John, myself, and Ramon all looked at each other after the 3 fish, and we were like, my hands were so tired I couldn't even undo this clip to put a new flying fish on the rig, even if I wanted to. We were exhausted. We got there, hammered fish, and we went home.
You found your dream place, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. So
there was so much action you couldn't take anymore.
Yeah. So last December, John goes, "Let's get a new boat," and so he ordered a new beautiful boat from Finland that was just delivered a couple months ago, and we're still outfitting it and getting it ready for next year. But it's going to be a freaking overnight fish slaying machine for Southern California.
The Fish Slayer? Is that a name?
No, well, I'm
you
sure
just
it is. But
all right.
his boat's named after his mom.
All right, well, let's transition because I love everything about this, but it wouldn't be possible without the right mindset, the possibilities. What the hell so now you've done all this stuff. We get to hear all these stories. What's the mindset that you take into everything you do?
Dude, if you don't have a positive mindset right out the gate with just life in general, you're not going anywhere, in my opinion. You know, I mean, even when there's going to be bad stuff that happens, you're going to have bad days. And there's times where, like, I don't know about you guys, but like I was working on my boat earlier this year and like a tool broke. It was just like one thing after another, and it's like right out the gate.
Oh, we do that weekly over here.
Dude, nothing's going right. I stop by the store, come back, something else goes wrong. And I'm just like, that's when sometimes you just got to scratch the day and be like, no. And I'm OCD, so it's like,
oh, I can't do that.
I don't want to do that, but it's like, I'm going to stop. I'm going to get myself back together, and I'm going to start again tomorrow.
See, on my shitty day,
no, he likes
I will
just parlay it,
drive through that fucker, because in my mind, you will appreciate the good day because of this day.
Yeah, no, that's true.
And when it's good, you're just
that's true.
Man,
Frankie?
And no one else senses it around me. It's weird.
No, I can't tell at all. Frankie, true or not, you're going to be fucking miserable today. You're going to miserable through this one
all day. Let's fucking go.
In his own head, I can see him just fucking, you're going to wear this one. Dude, you're just punishing yourself.
And I rarely
I rarely have it too. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I rarely have bad days. Like, right? I would say I probably have one or two a year.
Right,
one or two a year. Yeah.
Let's take it on.
No, I just let that. I say fuck it.
See, I'm not.
I say fuck it. I'm like, I need a day off
you
anyways.
to mentor me.
Yeah.
You know.
No, and I do too. I have to scratch it because I'll make it worse.
That's what I'm saying. I'll make it worse too. That's why I stop. That's why I just scratch the whole day. That's why I just scratch it.
I'll be working on something and I know if it's not working and I'm stressed, I'll just strip the bolt just to be like, there you go. That's what you deserve. Now you'll figure that out.
Here's another one.
When I was listening to the podcast that Chris was just on, the most recent one.
Yeah.
And he talked about, I have a hard time. He talked about this, making time for family, or it wasn't a hard time with that. I don't think he said, but I have a hard time not working. So it's like, the last couple of years, I'm trying to. My kids, like, it flies.
Me too.
Holy
it's
crap,
crazy, dude.
Like 8 and 11 already, and I'm like, I'm 44. What?
Yeah. No.
Right? You know, I mean, it flies, and I mean, you know, opening a business, that's your baby. It's a lot of work. You know, my wife has done a great job at home, and so, like I said, I'm trying to be better at. Being more involved, you know what I mean? More involved.
Gravestones never say great businessman.
No one's going to remember me for fishing.
It's good dad. Yeah,
exactly. No one's going to remember me for
good
fishing.
son, good brother, whatever.
Or money in your bank account.
Yeah.
It never lists your accounts and your houses or your assets. Yeah. It lists the people that you impacted.
That's one of my biggest changes. And I told Rich before I came on this podcast too, this isn't something that this is out of my comfort zone. You know, this is't something that
I
like doing.
Friday.
Right? No, that's what I said. That's why I said I'm like the whole time I'm cheering Frank on when I'm watching these podcasts. I'm like, dude, Frank's my boy. Like, I can't wait to sit next to Frank. You know, Rich, you've always had it going
for me. And make it look easy.
The first time I met you, you know, I was like, dude, this guy is off the hook. This guy's the man. You know, I met him when he was working for the school district. No, for real. I did. For the school district. I was like, I love this guy. This guy is getting shit done.
Hold on. Here's how we met. And this is another way. Yeah, not taking no for an answer. No. I had PE teachers that I was responsible for, and CrossFit was going crazy. And I said, I'm going to go get all the CrossFit people together. Remember, I had Bill Grunler, all these guys, you.
Grunlerine.
I called everyone, and they all came to help me do PE. Like, help the PE teachers. Now, it scared the shit out of the PE teachers.
Dang it. Did it really?
You guys were like, you got to fucking dig in, get your feet planted, you know, big chest, boom, pull. And the PE teachers were like,
oh, shoot.
We're not fucking teaching that.
No. Physically, we're not teaching
I didn't even know that some of those
bringing them in.
were actual teachers.
Those were teachers.
Like,
they were
PE teachers, dude. You know, like I would have. Thought they could at least jog.
No, I'm kidding. Well, CrossFit, it scares people, you know? It's like,
Yeah,
shit,
totally.
you know, everybody's shit. Most of even now I say it, it's like CrossFit, what the hell? You know?
Well, I mean,
it scares me.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not that scary. But I met you doing exactly what we're talking
Right.
about.
That was during the CrossFit gym.
I want to try to deliver more than just your average, you know, and so I'm going to raise money and we're going to get a better gym in there and we're going to get the best instructors and find mentors who will help kids. And we did impact some kids.
No, you did.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We did impact some kids. And
You
so,
started great programs, you know, after school programs.
elementary athletics, getting the kids moving,
Yep.
you know, like
Huge.
I'm a big fan of that. I
Huge.
like we're born, you said this, or it's Kelly maybe, but you said it to me, it might've been his, is with older people or anyone, like kids start with full range of motion, right?
Yep.
So as you lose it, if it's not moving, we got to get it moving. And if it is moving, we got to get it in the proper position. right?
Exactly.
And so that full range of
There's
motion.
better ways to do things. There's better
Yeah.
ways to bend down, to grab something off the ground, or, you know, to unload the groceries out of the back of the truck, or, you know, we're designed to move a certain way, and we can manipulate our bodies to do it other ways, you know,
Yep.
which is
Crazy.
a good and bad thing about being in a gym where you're doing high intensity, you know,
Yeah.
moving weight.
Yep. But I do like
With
the
a time on
functional
the board.
fitness, the big
No, for sure.
functional,
For sure.
you know, stuff. And I still go today.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I wish there was a class at 3:45 a.m. when I get there.
Dude, this
But
guy
there's
goes,
not.
He leaves. I get there at 5:15 and he's already gone.
But that's the only choice I have. It's
That's
either
the
I
only time
work
you can
out
get it in.
it's either I work out at 3:45, 3:30 in the morning, or I don't work out
Yeah.
at all.
And then feel like shit all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. I gotta get my movement in.
I guess we crushed it.
Yeah.
What's fulfilling you now? I guess that's kind of my last thing. And then Frankie always has the last word. What fulfills you?
I mean, I love what I do right now. I love, like last week I had 2 charters with, it was kids that had never ocean fished before, and just taking people out and seeing the huge smile on their face when they're reeling in a fish. And, you know, it's a lot of fun. It's an adventure for these little kids too that have never been on the water, and they got a million questions, and it's just that fulfills me, you know. And obviously my family and kids and wife, you know, hanging out with them, watching them play soccer and just doing their thing. And I mean, just meeting people, you know. Like I said, I'm trying to.
You come to Calcos to get out of your shell, dude. We bring people together, leave them better.
I'm not even a beer drinker, and you know, I'm here. I set a goal this year to drink 12 beers
a year.
this year.
12
I remember
beers.
I said that. It was
He
like
doesn't
April.
drink,
It was
yeah.
like in April, and I'm just letting you know, I hit 24
Fuck.
beers
You blew
last
that
month.
standard.
That was a good year. Yeah. So I'm just letting you know, I crushed another goal.
Yes.
And I got my short-term goals already written out, and my long-term goals already written out for this next year. And I hope you guys do too, because not you, but like people that are listening in general. Is, you know,
We're
you gotta,
teaching our people here, even our teams. The
you
people,
gotta have goals.
They're
And you gotta
starting
write
to
them out.
learn to do that for
Yeah.
themselves. Short-term, long-term
Yep.
goals, performance
plan.
indicators.
Gotta
you know,
have
things.
a plan.
Am I doing well? Am I not? If I'm not, how can I fix it? Right, all that stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Frankie, what's the last word, buddy?
Man, JP, I appreciate you on. I mean,
Yeah, I love that you're calling me JP.
You
I'm
are.
JP.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
how my
your
wife
nickname.
knows.
That's how it works.
Yeah, no. If when we run into people and they're like, "Hey, JP," my wife knows that that's someone from my childhood.
Yeah.
That's why.
You know?
So you know why we do the nickname? You nailed it. Is because if someone walks in here and calls me Richie, they knew me when I was 17 and younger,
Yeah.
and the nickname is like that's your people.
Yep.
Like
that's
whoever,
that's
you
the
know.
OG status right
Yeah,
there. You know,
dude,
that's
JP.
the OG.
Well, I'll tell you this. I know. I don't know how many people out there are fishermen, but it's a whole different world.
It is.
And you got to grind, and
Definitely.
you're working. You think farmers have it tough? Mother Nature calls the calls out there, and so I love what you've done, and
Thank you.
probably are the top chart. Or I
We-
believe you and Morro Bay
Yeah.
are
I mean,
the
the
top
numbers
charter.
the numbers prove it. I mean, that's
Yeah,
not even
I mean-
debatable as far as being the number one charter. And again, I'm not.
Well,
they're,
our lawyer,
they're great fishermen.
Our lawyer is going to be in contact with you
Yeah.
after this.
No, but beautiful boats, just
Yes.
beautiful passion, and for you not to be a dickhead captain on a
Yeah, no,
boat.
we love to have fun.
That's
we're all about
that's
having
what
fun.
it's about.
Most
and
people
I appreciate that.
rebook with us, which is nice.
Yeah,
I see 'em
and
a couple
you're gonna
times a
see a
year. I
Cal-
see them next year.
Cal
you know.
Coast booking coming up.
I like
Yeah.
it.
Tobin
like it.
James said there's only one customer, the repeat customer.
That's right. That's
it.
right.
That's it. So
All right.
I appreciate
cheers.
you.
Thank you guys
Dude,
for having me
cheers to
on.
your,
I'm really
yeah.
honored to be
Hold on, grab your, is this your 12th or your 13th of the year?
That's 20. My 25th.
25.
No.
Yeah.
25.
26.
26.
I-
26. Best honey blonde in California for sure.
Cheers.
No
Cheers,
joke.
bro.